except you're probably sitting on your couch, right? All right, first up, let's take a look at the amazing work of the Arthur Ashe Institute.
Arthur Ashe used his celebrity for many humanitarian causes, and 3 months before he died, he started the Arthur Ashe Institute for Urban Health. He wanted an organization that would be different from the Foundation for AIDS that he had started, different from the urban tennis programs, but that would really meet people where they are in the community, that would be community grounded.
Arthur Ashe Institute for Urban Health is a leading Brooklyn community-based nonprofit organization that partners with SUNY Downstate Health Sciences University to design, incubate, and replicate neighborhood-based interventions that address health conditions disproportionately affecting minorities. The Health Science Academy inspires and prepares the next generation of culturally competent minority healthcare professionals. It is a pipeline health science program serving students in grades 6 to 12 and alumni.
There are many programs in the Health Science Academy, like HCOB in the summer, as well as clinical modules during the year, which taught me a lot about health programs, as well as health disparities and health inequity within research and other parts of science. It helped me to learn about other students in the academy that had the same interests as me, science or otherwise. With my interests back in 2015 in research, I am now majoring in psychology and minoring in neuroscience with an aspiration in research to become a neuropsychologist.
So far, we've had about 2,600 students have come through the Health Science Academy. More than 60% of our students continue in their health professions or continue on into the sciences when they go into undergraduate school. One of the things we used to do was to just go out into the salons and barbershops and talk about health. And the barbers and stylists said, when we left, that's when the conversations really got more interesting, and they wanted to be equipped with those tools so that they can lead and guide those discussions.
Hermie Frazier and other salon owners in Brooklyn are trained by the Arthur Ashe Institute to address health issues using the close, comfortable relationship they share with their clients.
What I do, I try to build a rapport with the customers, find out how they're doing, how's the health, and they'll say, oh, I just came from the doctor, and the doctor said this, and the doctor said that. But what I find out, most of the customers, they will discuss things with the hairdresser, but they don't tell their doctor.
We're talking about prevention for the most part, and we're also talking about linking people to services. So if you need to link people to services, it means they're not getting them, so they're not coming to you in your hospital, your health center, your clinician's office. So you've got to meet people where they are.
Barbershop Talks with Brothers is one of our neighborhood-based interventions aimed towards reducing health disparities in Brooklyn, New York.
We have been what you'll call an information incubator, working alongside the Arthur Ashe Institute.
I think Arthur, if he were here, would be very proud of what these people have done in his name, reaching out to communities that are often disenfranchised and that other people have not reached out to.
Thank you and good luck.
Wow, I hope you enjoyed that video as much as I did. Now I'd like to introduce our much appreciated Chief Executive Officer. Dr. Frazier's leadership over the past few months has been invaluable. She's worked tirelessly, and I've seen her go in person. She adjusts and recreates the Institute's program due to the pandemic. Nothing stops her, not even COVID-19. So take it away, Dr. Frazier.
Welcome once again to the 26th Annual Sportsball. On the behalf of the staff and board of directors of the Arthur Ashe Institute for Urban Health, I would like to thank you for your continued support of the Institute's work. It has been an unprecedented year in which health inequities and social injustices and blatant acts of racism have been highlighted. These issues further underscore the importance of the work of this organization that Arthur Ashe founded almost 28 years ago. The Institute he envisioned was one that would improve health outcomes within communities by promoting health and research programs, fostering strategic partnerships, and increasing diversity within health professions, while also informing communities of policies that impact health. When the Institute partnered with SUNY Downstate Health Sciences University and the Office of the Brooklyn Borough President to create the Brooklyn Health Disparities Center, its mission to address health disparities through community-based approaches was intentional and in keeping with Arthur's vision. Like tonight's honorees who exude Arthur's legacy of humanitarianism, social justice, and activism, we are called to action. We are called to action against social injustices and work to ensure those who are disproportionately affected by health issues such as diabetes, hypertension, cancer, and now COVID are linked to much needed services such as access to food, housing, immigration support, and are provided with reliable information to make informed decisions. We are called to promote health literacy, address social determinants of health, and provide needed navigation to care within a daunting healthcare system. During these extraordinary times, our brilliant staff has worked hard to pivot to distance learning for our students, conducting 4 successful virtual summer internship programs, 1 in Trinidad and Tobago. We've provided PPEs for our barbers and stylists, conducted online COVID health education sessions, and we have sought to address the mental well-being of our community members in light of the traumatic events that have affected our community and our country. And very importantly, we have linked individuals to much-needed care. This evening, you will also hear from some of our community champions who work within the communities to promote health. You will hear from our students or alumni who provide us with the hope of an equitable healthcare system. Over the past months, I am pleased to say that the Arthur Ashe Institute has risen to the occasion to address health equity issues. As a woman of faith, I recognize God's blessings on the Institute, and I'm humbled by the resiliency of our organization during these difficult times. However, there is much more to be done. So we cannot be silent in the face of racism, health inequity, and other forms of social injustice. We are called to give back. And as Arthur said, I could never forgive myself if I elected to live without humane purpose, without trying to help the poor and unfortunate, without recognizing that perhaps the purest joy in life comes with trying to help others. Thanks again for joining us, and I thank you for your continued support of the Institute's important programs. You make what we do possible. Next up, we have a live Fund a Need auction. When you bid on these fantastic items, the money raised helps support students through the Academy. Let's welcome longtime friend of the Institute, Howie Schwartz from Grandstand Sports and Memorabilia.
Thank you, Marilyn, and good evening, everyone. Thank you for joining us for this incredible and impactful cause. Arthur Ashe stated, "To achieve greatness, start where you are, use what you have, and do what you can to assist those in need." I applaud each and every one of you for supporting the Arthur Ashe Institute for Urban Health, and now we'd like to share some of our amazing auction lots for you to bid on. Our first featured experience is an opportunity for 2 very lucky people tuning in tonight to attend the VIP New York Mets event with none other than 3-time All-Star and 2-time Cy Young Award winner Jacob deGrom. This experience provided to us will feature Jacob deGrom, other Mets players, 3-hour open bar, incredible food, question and answer session, and have union guests come meet Jacob on the red carpet and have your photo taken by the New York Mets professional photographer. And the best part, children are allowed of any age. There are no restrictions whatsoever. Included will also be a hand-signed photo to remember this event. Cameras are welcome as well. It will truly be next year one of the most amazing experiences for you and maybe your son, your daughter, a colleague, whoever you'd like. It is an absolutely priceless experience that we're offering you to bid on by clicking on that auction link located above or to your right in support of the Arthur Ashe Institute for Urban Health. Our next featured lot is a 5-star wine country vacation that I think we could all agree we could really all use. This fantastic experience to wine country never expires. There's no expiration date and there's no blackout dates. A lucky couple in support of the Arthur Ashe Institute for Urban Health will have the opportunity of a lifetime. You and your guests will enjoy a 3-day stay at the 5-star Sonoma Mission Inn Resort and Spa, the #1 rated hotel and resort and spa in the entire Western Hemisphere of the United States. In addition to the 3-day stay, we're including daily breakfast for 2 at this 5-star sold-out property. You'll enjoy daily wine tastings in the lobby. It is going to be the most amazing weekend, which, as I mentioned, I think we could all really look forward to sometime next year, the year after, or the year after that. It never expires. Valued at over $6,000, our opening bid is just $2,000. So be sure you click on that auction link above or to the right on your screens right now. Our final featured VIP experience is a getaway to a villa in Costa Rica, your own private villa. And while a trip to Costa Rica can be full of action and adventure, there are also plenty of opportunities to unwind and relax. Guanacaste offers an unmatched landscape with majestic volcanoes, beautiful dense forests, stunning river valleys, and hundreds of pristine beaches along the Pacific and Caribbean coasts. This oceanfront home is part of a private community in Guanacaste, just 30 steps from the soft white sand and brilliant crystal clear waters of Playa Flamingo Beach. The home offers a tranquil and intimate retreat, including access to infinity and sitting pools, water and land sports, as well as direct ocean views and luxurious finishes. This package includes a 5-day stay at a gorgeous private villa in Costa Rica that I just described for up to 4 guests. This 2,300 square foot villa offers 2 bedrooms, each with ensuite bathrooms, dedicated on-site concierge to create custom experiences and excursions during your stay, like a massage on the beach, cooking lessons, scuba diving, and much, much more. That are just some of our featured auction lots that we encourage you to bid on by pressing the auction link located above or to your right on your screens. And now, for the most important part of our evening, is our Pledge and Fund a Need. Like Arthur, our institute is about changing the game. Arthur did it on the tennis court, and with your generous support, we are making a similar impact in the community. The institute focuses its efforts to assist the underserved in our inner city populations. Your heroic donations will provide healthcare services, clinical research programs that advance the understanding, prevention, and treatment of diseases that affect our families and children. So let's get going and let's see if we could support a record amount of children and families in our program. Our top angel level of support is just $3,500, which will sponsor a child for an entire year in our Health Science Academy student program. This would be a heroic donation to the Arthur Ashe Institute for Urban Health, and of course provide this student the support that they need. Our next level of support is just $1,000. So please be sure to click on the donation link button, located once again right above on your screen and or to your right. $1,000. For every 3 donations of $1,000, we will sponsor another child in the Health Science Academy student program. The next level of support is $500. And this is a truly, truly important level. because we hope to see 100% participation from each and every one of your beautiful families in support of the Institute. Our next level of support is just $100. Now, $100 may not seem like an enormous amount of money to any one family to donate, but for every 35 people watching this program that donate $100, you will be responsible in sponsoring a child for an entire year in our Health Science Academy student program. So every dollar counts. So I ask you on behalf of the Institute and of course the population in our programs that need it most, please give with your hearts. It's truly, truly important. And the smiles that you put on these young folks' faces, I assure you, you will have on your own when you see what type of impact you've had on our community. Thank you so much for your donations. Once again, the silent auction will be closing in a little while. We encourage everyone to try to bid on each and every item that currently may not have a bid. You've got the holiday season coming up. What a great opportunity to bid on a great item. Keep it for a holiday gift while supporting the Institute, and those donation levels, $3,500, $1,000, $500, and $100. Every dollar means the world to us. My name is Howard Schwartz once again, and I'm thrilled to serve as your auctioneer.
There's nothing like a bidding war to get our competitive juices flowing. So please be sure to bid on those wonderful items. And remember that the money you donate helps students complete the academy. That's what this is all about. Now I'd like to introduce our first performance of the night.
This is for you, ladies. Especially the black women. Woo! Let's go! People just don't know what I'm about. They haven't seen what's there behind my smile. There's so much more of me I'm showing now. These are the pieces of me. When it looks like I'm up, sometimes I'm down. I'm alone even with people all around. But that don't change the happiness I found. These are the pieces. So when you look at my face, you gotta know that I'm made of everything, love and pain. Oh, yes, yes. Like every woman I know, I'm complicated, though shy. But when I love too, there's no love no more. Yeah, yeah, yeah. So many colors make up the woman that you see. A good friend and lover. Yeah, yeah. I can run the business and make time for fantasies. Oh, I mean, now I'm gonna make mistakes from time to time. But me and believe it, I'm gonna fly. No matter if I'm wrong or if I'm right, oh, me when you look at my face, you gotta know that I'm made of everything, love and pain. Oh, yes, hey. Like every woman I know, I'm complicated, oh yeah. But when I love too, there's no love no more. Yeah. As the pieces of me start to unfold, now I start to understand all that I am. A woman not afraid to be strong. Look at my face. Oh, you gotta know, you gotta know. Love and pain. Just like any woman, it's complicated. Cause I'm a woman, woman. Cause I'm a woman,
Thank you for that stunning performance. My name is Brett Wright, and I'm chairman of the board. Welcome to the 26th Annual Sportsball and our first virtual gala. On behalf of the board of directors, we want to thank you for being with us tonight. We have an exciting evening planned, and we hope you will celebrate our 26th Annual Sportsball with us. Each year, I mention the fact that we're in momentous times. This year had some special significance to what that means. We are in unprecedented times, no doubt. The Arthur Ashe Institute has been a champion in addressing health disparities for 3 decades. Our fearless founder, Arthur Ashe, was such a visionary that he set us on a path to be here at this moment to meet the needs of our communities today. Arthur was more than just a great tennis player and a statesman. He was a great human who cared deeply about others and set out to leave a legacy that would be in service to others long after he was gone. While in the fight, he showed athletes how to lead on social justice issues. While in the fight, he recognized disparities in health services. While in the fight, he knew we needed to create strong institutions that when the time to fight was in front of us, we would have a blueprint, the desire and fortitude to fight for equity. It is not lost on me that the combination of COVID, Breonna Taylor, and George Floyd has made 2020 a special moment in time. Arthur's work on civil rights and justice showed today's athletes that they can be game changers when needed and raise their voices and be heard. Today, the Institute is training the leaders and game changers of the future. The Institute is working every day to make communities stronger and healthier by eradicating health disparities. This work is essential, but it only happens with your continued generosity and continued support. We encourage you to be generous and know that your dollars continue to change outcomes. Without our community partners, we wouldn't be able to provide the health information that is sometimes the difference between life and death to the members of our community. Now, let's meet a few of those people who make this program tick. Thanks again. Please vote. God bless.
I'm Jeanette Brown, owner of Jeanette's Beauty Salon in Brooklyn. I've worked with the Institute for 15 years and can say that they bring so much value to the community. They simplify medical information in a way that we can understand, which enables us to share this vital information with our clients. The Institute helps us find health resources that we wouldn't have access to even if we visited a doctor's office. Through the Institute's programs, we have completed breast screenings and learned about various disorders such as sleep apnea. This knowledge helped me on a personal level and also helped my clients. I want to encourage you to support the Arthur Ashe Institute for Urban Health because they're providing information we need on a grassroots level. And it's important that we keep this work going.
My name is Desmond Romeo. I am the owner of Dr. Cuts. We have been around for going on 20 years, and we have been working with the Arthur Ashe Institute for approximately 10 to 15 years now. It has had a serious impact where concerning on my lifestyle and the way I maneuver concerning my health and my diet and etc. And I tell the information from sources from the Arthur Ashe Institute in comparison to opinion, factual information that I could pass on to my clients and let them know that you have to change your lifestyle. Another thing that I really appreciate the Arthur Ashe Institute, every year they have the Sportsball. What I've done with the information that they give me and I pass on to my clients, I also pass on the information to my kids. So for the last couple of years, I took I have 6 boys. I took 2 of them to the Sportsball and give them ideas of they themselves could work in the medical field as urban young men. Also, they're rubbing shoulders with integrity, meeting different people at the Sportsball. So, I really appreciate, them and their relationship we have. They even came and helped us with PPE with the pandemic. They gave us gloves, they gave us masks, shields. It's been tremendous working with them. And, I appreciate them and I will continue to support them. And I reach out to anybody, if you can support them, it'll be wonderful to support the Arthur Ashe Institute as well. It's vital. We need that. I don't think there's any other organization that comes into the community and enlightens them about diseases and helps support them, even usher them into places they could get tested and treatment and all these different things. So, I appreciate it. and I'll continue to support and help them, and I hope everyone else will as well.
One of our favorite Arthur Ashe quotes is, "True heroism is remarkably sober, very undramatic. It's not the urge to surpass all others at whatever cost, but the urge to serve others at whatever cost." Thank you, Arthur Ashe, for that quote. Each year, we honor individuals who remind us that true heroism comes from service. Now, the president of SUNY Downstate Health Sciences University, Dr. Wayne Riley, will speak about our first honoree.
Good evening. I'm Dr. Wayne Riley, president of SUNY Downstate Health Sciences University and a member of the board of directors of the Arthur Ashe Institute for Urban Health. Welcome to the 26th Arthur Ashe Sports Ball. For the first time, we are presenting a virtual Sports Ball gala as we, along with the rest of the world, grapple with an international pandemic. Thanks to Dr. Marilyn Fraser and her team for ensuring this year is equally successful and continuing the work of the Institute during these very tough times. I'm so glad that you're able to join us tonight amid the many changes we are experiencing since early in the year, stemming from the worst public health crisis in more than a century. I would like to thank all of our sponsors for making this evening, especially in light of the fact we are not able to commemorate this event in person. Downstate is so proud also to serve as a sponsor because we wholeheartedly support the work of the Arthur Ashe Institute and its partners. In April, Governor Andrew M. Cuomo designated University Hospital of Brooklyn, our teaching hospital at Downstate, as a COVID-only facility. At the height of the pandemic, the 3 immediate zip codes in our Downstate community showed that 89% of those who died were Black. 47% were 75 years of age or older. 58% were men. And 55% had 3 or more comorbidities, the most common being diabetes, hypertension, and obesity. Arthur Ashe was intentional in establishing the Institute for Urban Health at Downstate because of our community's specific makeup of residents who face many of the chronic illnesses and healthcare challenges he wanted to affect. The Institute serves as a model of community health empowerment and engagement, promoting health equity and social justice through strategic partnerships, community-based health promotion, and research programs. He was also committed to a more diverse and inclusive workforce of healthcare professionals. We are grateful for the legacy that Arthur left behind. Sportsball is a vehicle to highlight and thank the organizations and people responsible for helping us meet the Institute's mission of providing quality healthcare and resources to the communities we serve, as well as address the range of health disparities these communities face. This work is more important than ever. Tonight, I have the distinguished pleasure of congratulating and thanking the illustrious Dr. Anthony S. Fauci, Director of the National Institute of Allergy and Infectious Diseases of the National Institutes of Health, among our esteemed honorees. He is the name and face that the American people trust and turn to for critical and accurate information as we continue to tackle the coronavirus pandemic. This honor being bestowed upon him this evening is most befitting of someone of his stature and is exactly the type of person and the body of work Arthur envisioned at the inception of the Institute. I'm pleased also to congratulate the law firm of Vladeck, Raskin Clark, PC, for their recognition as our partner fighting for social justice and against discrimination in the workplace, adding to the legacy of Arthur's body of work on diversity and inclusion. I would like to acknowledge Ansley Vladeck, a partner at Vladeck, Raskin Clark, and also my fellow Arthur Ashe Institute board member, on this honor to the Vladeck, Raskin Clark family. Thank you, Ann, and the team at Vladeck, Raskin Clark for all you do to keep the wheels of justice and inclusiveness turning. Our final honoree this evening is a legend here at Downstate. I'm incredibly humbled to acknowledge our very own Dr. James Mahoney, whom we lost several months ago to coronavirus. Dr. Mahoney, a graduate of the College of Medicine here at Downstate, was beloved by everyone with whom he encountered at Downstate and beyond. It was no surprise to anyone that Charlie, as he was affectionately known by many of his friends and family, would postpone his pending retirement to join other first responders and physicians to provide care to all those in need of care of coronavirus. Tonight, we honor Dr. Mahoney posthumously. That he put his patients' lives above his own is just one aspect of his amazing character. He was truly an inspiration to all those he trained, and he cared deeply for everyone who crossed his path. No one who ever left his side without feeling inspired by his commitment and dedication to his noble profession. We proudly celebrate Dr. James Mahoney and extend our gratitude to his family for allowing us to honor his legacy. Thank you, Charlie Mahoney. You made the ultimate sacrifice, and for that we will forever be grateful. And now I would like to welcome Stephanie Mahoney, his daughter, who will accept this award on her father's behalf. Thank you and good evening.
On behalf of my entire family, I would like to say thank you for honoring my father with this award. It has made me so proud to call myself his daughter. My dad lit up any room he was in. He was kind, caring, and loving. He was a family man, but the term family extended far beyond those who were related to him, but to those he worked with for years as well. My dad was not only intelligent, but he was absolutely hilarious. I can't even begin to tell you the number of laughs we shared throughout my lifetime. These laughs were usually centered around the same old stories that he would tell time and time again. But that was the beauty of them. Some of them were just silly and used to make you laugh, and others were there to help teach you something, like how to put in a central line or pick up the keys, a baseball term he coined with my grandfather. His stories and his lessons not only made you laugh, but they put you at ease and gave you the confidence to do whatever tasks you set out to do. Whether it was in the hospital, out on the baseball field, or just in life, I know that with his stories and his guidance, he has helped so many people, and that list extends far beyond just his patients. I hope that all the people who've learned from my father over the years carry with them the lessons and the laughs that he shared with them. I know I will never forget any of them. On behalf of myself and the Mahoney family, thank you so much for honoring him with this award, and I hope that everyone continues to stay safe and healthy during these unprecedented times. Thank you.
They say not all heroes wear capes, but they sure do wear white coats. And we've been told that Dr. Mahoney made so many people around him better physicians. The Institute would like to thank him for his life of service.
My name is Nina Plevios, and I'm a first-year psychology major at St. Francis College. Being a part of the Health Science Academy has helped me tremendously. I was given the opportunity to shadow doctors, conduct research, and become educated about health disparities. I participated in internships and learned discipline since I had to complete my academy work in addition to my regular schoolwork. In all, the academy helped prepare me to be a better college student and one day a better health professional. I urge you to support the Institute's programs so other students like me can have what has been a life-changing opportunity. Thank you.
Hi everyone, my name is Alex Boye, and I am so honored and blessed to be able to share this song and dedicate it to Arthur Ashe, a person that was known and admired and respected by so many. This is a song about not giving up. There's so much turmoil going on right now, and we know that. We know that there's also opportunity for so much light, but some people don't see it. And so I wanted to write this song to help people focus on the light, to know that life is always going to get better, that there's always a light in the end of the tunnel, that we know that there is always an opportunity to chase our dreams, no matter how far down we are. So this song is called Bend Not Break.
Before you go, can I ask you a question? When's the last time you thought life's worth living? You may think there's only one way out. Can't see beyond the way you feel right now. But if you just bend and not break, if you just bend and not break, oh, at least not today. Ooh. Now I know that this permanence is tempting, that even on a good day life feels empty, but someone's gonna miss you when you're gone. There's so much more to do if you hold on. But if you just bend and not break, say you just bend and not break. Oh, at least not today, not today, not today. Oh, at least not today, oh, not today, not today. Hold on.
Listen, we are not the things we have done, but the things we have overcome. Just take it one day at a time, because your work here is definitely not done. You know.
If you just bend and not break, oh, you just bend and not break. It's not today. I can tell by the way you feel it's hard to stay strong. In the midst of all this madness, through the darkness, please hold on. Yeah, won't you please hold on? Hold on. Oh, 'cause you got a mother, got a sister, got a brother in your life. Oh, 'cause you got a mother, got a sister, brother, father, son, and a daughter in your life. Living for you.
Like Arthur, our institute is about changing the game. Arthur did it on the tennis court, and with your generous support, we are making a similar impact in the community. The institute focuses its efforts to assist the underserved in our inner city populations. Your heroic donations will provide healthcare services, clinical research programs that advance the understanding, prevention, and treatment of diseases that affect our families and children. So let's get going, and let's see if we could support a record amount of children and families in our program. Our top angel level of support is just $3,500, which will sponsor a child for an entire year in our Health Science Academy student program. This would be a heroic donation to the Arthur Ashe Institute for Urban Health, and of course provide this student the support that they need. Our next level of support is just $1,000. So please be sure to click on the donation link button, located once again right above on your screen and or to your right. $1,000. For every 3 donations of $1,000, we will sponsor another child in the Health Science Academy student program. The next level of support is $500. And this is a truly, truly important level because we hope to see 100% participation from each and every one of your beautiful families in support of the Institute. Our next level of support is just $100. Now, $100 may not seem like an enormous amount of money to any one family to donate, but for every 35 people watching this program that donate $100, you will be responsible in sponsoring a child for an entire year in our Health Science Academy student program. So every dollar counts. So I ask you on behalf of the Institute and of course the population in our programs that need it most, please give with your hearts. It's truly, truly important. And the smiles that you put on these young folks' faces, I assure you, you will have on your own when you see what type of impact you've had on our community. Thank you so much for your donations. Once again, the silent auction will be closing in a little while. We encourage everyone to try to bid on each and every item that currently may not have a bid. You've got the holiday season coming up. What a great opportunity to bid on a great item. Keep it for a holiday gift while supporting the Institute, and those donation levels, $3,500, $1,000, $500, and $100. Every dollar means the world to us. My name is Howard Schwartz once again, and I'm thrilled to serve as your auctioneer.
Well, we wouldn't be able to increase the number of healthcare professionals of color without generous supporters like the United States Tennis Association. Every single year, without fail, the USTA gives a scholarship donation of, get this, $1,968. That represents the year Arthur Ashe won the U.S. Open, 1968. And we're excited to welcome Executive Director of the USTA Foundation, Daniel Faber, to present 2 alumni scholarships.
Hello, I'm Daniel Faber, Executive Director of the USTA Foundation. Since 2009, the USTA has been providing scholarships in the amount of $1,968 to students who embody Arthur Ashe's commitment, character, sense of community, and who excel in the academy. As part of our commitment to serving underserved youth, we are proud to continue this long-standing relationship, and we stand by the Arthur Ashe Institute of Urban Health and programs like the Health Science Academy that are even more important now that we are fighting a pandemic that disproportionately impacts communities of color. Congratulations to these 2 students, and we at the USTA and USTA Foundation wish you success with your studies.
Congratulations, Nina and Tolu, our 2 USTA scholarship recipients. We know that every little bit helps with your studies.
My name is Tolokwe Atalagbe, and I am a second-year student-athlete at St. Francis College. I currently major in biology because I always knew that I wanted to be in the medical field. Arthur Ashe Institute for Urban Health gave me the exposure I needed. I was given hands-on experience, connections, and opportunities that have allowed me to sharpen my skills, learn, improve, and grow. I found a family I didn't know I needed. I want to thank the Institute and USTA for the generous support as I pursue my goal of becoming an OBGYN. Thank you for this amazing honor.
I'd like to thank the USTA for your generosity. As a first-year psychology major at St. Francis College, this scholarship money will help me with the supplies I need to continue my studies. Also, thank you Arthur Ashe Institute for Urban Health for the opportunity.
Ann Vladeck, Deborah Raskin, and Ann Clark may not be household names, but they should be. This trio of high-achieving super lawyers based in New York City make up the law firm of Vladeck, Raskin, and Clark. For more than 50 years, this firm has protected the rights of working-class people, whether fighting discrimination and retaliation wage disputes, or sexual harassment cases. In 2007, they won a landmark sexual harassment case against the New York Knicks, in which they were outmanned and outspent. The $11.6 million settlement awarded to their client was unprecedented and would change the way sexual harassment was viewed in the workplace. We need lawyers who are committed to everyday working class people now more than ever before. So in recognition of their distinguished public service and dedication to social justice, we honor the law firm of Vladeck, Raskin Clark. Please welcome Ms. Ann Vladeck and Ms. Deborah Raskin to accept the award on behalf of Vladeck, Raskin Clark.
We're accepting on behalf of the whole firm. We have 5 partners, we have 4 or 5 associates, we have lots of staff. Everybody has worked hard through this plague, distancing from the office, just like we know that the work of Arthur Ashe has gone on through this plague and continued despite all kinds of hardships. So Ann and I speak not just for ourselves, but for everybody in the firm who so respects the work of the Arthur Ashe Institute and are so honored really to be named in the same breath as this wonderful organization. We are enormously flattered to have been honored with the likes of Dr. Fauci and Dr. Mahoney. There's not much more to say other than thank you and give generously.
Just think that organizations like Arthur Ashe would be helpful for people to be part of. There are so many wonderful people there. Get to know them and thank them, and thank them for us too. We really appreciate it.
Please make sure you're bidding on tonight's silent auction items and sharing your pictures with us online using the hashtag Sportsball2020. Now I'd like to introduce entrepreneur, philanthropist, global leader in the fight against climate change, and father of 2 wonderful daughters, 3-term mayor of New York City, and former 2020 presidential candidate. Please welcome Michael Bloomberg, who's here to introduce our keynote honoree, Dr. Anthony Fauci.
Hello, everyone. The Institute has long worked to fulfill Arthur's commitment to ending the deep and unacceptable inequalities in American healthcare. Your work is even more critical today. We all know the pandemic has been devastating for Black communities. At Bloomberg Philanthropies, we've deepened our long-term work to protect public health for everyone, and we can make even more progress together, with strong allies like the Institute and with more leaders who speak plainly about health disparities. We're very lucky to have a leader in Washington who does exactly that. In 2020, he became a household name, but he's been at the top of his field as a trusted advisor to presidents for decades now. He's always been someone who believes in science over politics, and I'm glad to join you in honoring his outstanding service to American public health. It's my pleasure to introduce your keynote speaker and this year's very deserving recipient of the Arthur Ashe Leadership Award, Dr. Anthony Fauci.
Warm greetings to you all. My name is Tony Fauci, and I am the director of the National Institute of Allergy and Infectious Diseases at the National Institutes of Health. I am humbled and deeply grateful to be honored by the Arthur Ashe Institute for Urban Health. Thank you, Dr. Frazier, and everyone at the Institute for making this possible. This honor is even more special because 2 exceptional and heroic individuals also are being honored. Dr. James Mahoney died with COVID-19 earlier this year. Dr. Mahoney spent his entire career at the University Hospital of Brooklyn, caring for mostly poor and minority patients. And Vladeck's extraordinary legal career has been devoted to defending the rights of working people. Clearly, I am in very good company tonight. It is also good to be back in Brooklyn, even though this is a virtual visit. I was born in the Bensonhurst section of Brooklyn and attended Our Lady of Guadalupe Elementary School, run by the Dominican nuns on 73rd Street and 16th Avenue. My father had a pharmacy on 83rd Street and 13th Avenue, and as a boy, I spent many hours on the streets of Brooklyn delivering prescriptions to my father's customers. I imagine after all these years, I still could retrace my old roots where I brought medications to Fauci Pharmacy clients. To be honored by the Arthur Ashe Institute is especially meaningful to me because I have been aware of your good work and advocacy in Brooklyn for nearly 30 years, addressing health disparities, promoting community wellness, and working to address the chronic shortage of minorities in healthcare and research. Thank you for all you do. To have my name associated with that of Arthur Ashe is a great honor. He and I were about the same age, and I, of course, knew of his tennis prowess in high school and college and as a pro. Arthur's tennis game, especially that smooth, powerful serve, was truly a work of art. In 1975, when I was a young clinical associate working on rheumatological diseases at NIH, Arthur beat Jimmy Connors for the Wimbledon Championship. We were two 30-something guys having success in our respective fields, both of which were almost entirely white. I understand now what I probably did not fully appreciate then, that my path had been much easier than was Arthur's, because I was not burdened by the racism that Arthur experienced throughout his life. From segregated Richmond, through college, and even as a wealthy and famous professional, he suffered indignities large and small. He wrote in his autobiography, "A pall of sadness hangs over my life and the lives of almost all African Americans because of what we, as a people, have experienced historically in America and what we, as individuals, experience each and every day." Arthur went so far as to say, "Race for me is a more onerous burden than AIDS. My disease is the result of biological factors over which we thus far have no control. Racism, however, is entirely made by people, and therefore it hurts and inconveniences infinitely more." Today, the term systemic racism has entered our everyday language, and an appreciation of its deleterious effects on people's health is finally getting its due. But as a thinker, speaker, and activist on issues of racial justice, Arthur was way ahead of the curve, just as he was as a black man starring in a virtually all-white sport. His work against the apartheid policies of South Africa, his protest against the mistreatment of Haitian refugees, his advocacy around the dangers of heart disease for younger people, scientific and public health organizations in addressing COVID-19. In this regard, the work of the Arthur Ashe Institute has been critical in addressing the disparities and gaps in healthcare in general and in your community. Your work is a template for others. Thank you again for your good work, and thank you for this special honor. Now, enjoy the rest of the gala.
Thank y'all for making this song in the top 10. My first single on my record label. Okay. Hallelujah. Hey. Woo. If God took me away today, I pray I did everything I could to honor you. And when I open my eyes, there's joy each day. What a blessing, I'm waking up next to you. Your kisses are a sweet surprise. Still can't believe you're in my life. The impossible is possible because of you. I will love you past forever. I'll do anything for you. Anything for you. You are my life. You are my world. One means us two. One means us two. Oh, anything for you. Time. Don't wanna waste no more time on broken pieces from the past. We have now. Nothing's better than right now. I'm committed to you, and you are to me. Yes, I'll do what it takes, right the wrongs of my mistakes. You give me air, you give me reason to keep on fighting. For love like ours, it's worth it. I'll do anything for you. I will do anything for you. Anything for you, baby. I'll do anything. Anything for you. You are my life. Whatever you ask, I will do anything for you. Anything you will never know how far my love will go. All the sacrifices you made to change my life. Oh, you mean so much to me. I wish the world could see all the joy you bring to my life. I'll do anything for you. Anything for you, baby. I'll do anything for you. You are my life. Whatever you ask, I will do anything for you. Oh, you, yeah, anything. Ask me, I'll do anything for you. 'Cause you are my world. You are my life. One means us two. Anything for you. Anything for you. You are my life. Anything for you.
We sure hope you've enjoyed our first virtual Sports Ball Gala. We did it! And as you all know, this is not how we normally celebrate this evening, but we made it happen, and it's still exciting just the same. We want to thank all of our wonderful guests, sponsors, and everyone at home for joining us. Please keep in mind that you can still bid on our silent auction until 9:30 p.m. And please, give. We couldn't do this work without you, so let's continue to honor the great Arthur Ashe's legacy by making health equity not just a dream, but a reality for everyone. It's been an honor to be your host. I'm Cheryl Wills. Stay safe and have a wonderful evening.
Cigarette holder, which wakes me over his shoulder. I know he digs me. I'm catting that satin dawn. Baby, can we go out sleeping? Careful, amigo. Your flipping speaks Latin. That satin dawn. He's nobody's fool, so I'm playing it cool as can be. I'll give it a try, but I ain't for no guy catching me. Switcheroonie, telephone number, well, you know I'm doing my rumba with you know, and that in my satin dawn. So put the tape. He's nobody's fool, so I'm playing it cool as can be. I'll give it a try, but I ain't for no guy catching me. Switcheroonie, telephone number, well, you know I'm doing my rumba with you know, and that and my satin dog. And that and my satin dog. And that and my satin dog.